What's up, yo? Happy rainy Friday, man. We've had a lot of rain. Rain every day. I think it's about time for you to go away. We need some sunshine, man. This is getting depressing. But anyway, this is the new breaking news. Tupac murder. Man was just arrested for the Tupac murder like 30 years later. A gangster, notorious gangster named Keefe D was arrested today. The last known survivor who was supposedly in the car that shot up Tupac. This is breaking news. Keefe D is a known gangster, blood affiliate, and he basically admitted that he was in the car to the DA a while back in something that's called a proffer agreement, because he was facing some serious drug charges, and they wanted to get to the bottom of the Tupac murder, and they thought he was involved, which he was. And a proffer agreement is basically they give you a pass for a day. You can spill your guts, tell what you know, and none of what you say can be used against you later in court. Now, the proffer agreement is only good for that day that you're testifying to the DA. What Keefe D did, he did these interviews on Vlad TV. I think he even wrote a book talking about his role and participation in the Tupac murder. He was in the car. Proffer agreement does not guarantee that you cannot be prosecuted for things you say after your proffer agreement on that day. Like I said, it's just for that day. If you go and talk about it later, they can use that shit against you, and that's what happened. And that's why he was arrested. So it turns out Keefe D's nephew, a guy by the name, I believe, of Orlando Anderson, who was the guy that Tupac ran up on in the hotel casino after the Mike Tyson fight in Vegas and beat up him and Suge and this and that. But Tupac was the one who took off, saw him, and started pounding on him. And this was a direct retaliation that happened like an hour later. They were looking for Tupac. They jumped in the car. They found him. They shot up his car. They shot and killed him. Tupac jumped on the dude because the dude was wearing a death row chain, which he supposedly had stolen from, I guess, somebody at death row a while back. So they saw him. They took the opportunity, and Tupac went and jumped on him, something he should have had no part in whatsoever. He kind of got wrapped up into that gang culture thing. He was not a blood, but, he was on death row, and he kind of wanted to show he was down. It was a fatal mistake, and it was stupid in my opinion. He shouldn't have been involved in that at all. But, you do stupid things in a minute in your emotions. Mike Tyson fight, it just happened. People get amped up after a Mike Tyson fight. He saw the cat, ran up on him, started beating on him, along with Suge Knight and some others. Less than an hour later, he's driving down the strip. They're going to a party, and his car gets lit up by Orlando Anderson, and Keefe D was in the car. There's still some discrepancy on who was the actual shooter. Was it Orlando Anderson? Was it somebody else in the car? Everybody is dead who was in that car except Keefe D, who is now arrested. So that's the breaking news. 30 years later, somebody might finally be held accountable for the Tupac murder. And that's pretty crazy. It just goes to show you, if you do a proffer agreement, you're basically queen for the day. You can speak and tell the truth that day, but if you start speaking and telling the truth on another day, and they pick it up and you do it in an interview or something like that, they can use your words against you. That's that. My other thoughts are on the new Tupac music that's out in 2023, Tupac and Nate Dogg. It's computer-generated AI crap. I'm not gonna lie, some of it sounds good. Nate Dogg sounds good on it. They're both deceased, but it's not them. It's through the computer. It's through AI. I don't know how the producers got the rights to do it. I don't know if they have the rights to do it. So it's basically Tupac's voice, Nate Dogg's voice, computer generated, The lyrics are like lyrics like he would have wrote back in 1995, 96. I got a couple problems with it. One, I don't think he'd still be writing the same kind of shit in 2023 that he did in 1996. I believe the brother would have evolved. Might not even have been rapping anymore. Might have been a leader for the people. Might have started a movement. Got into politics. I don't know. But I have my thoughts on it, which I talked in a different video. Next they'll be doing James Brown and David Bowie, and we'll have new music from them. I believe I'm not with it. Anyway, that's my thoughts. That's the breaking news. Let me know your thoughts on it. Hope you have a funky good time this weekend. And let's get this rain out of here, man. Let's have some sunshine. Peace from Milo Z.